Okay, so this is going to be a quick screencast for Chromium issue 1085-930. Extension and force list does not reinstall. So as you see here, we're running this on a virtual machine, but presumably this is also the case for production machines. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to check that we actually have a policy in place. So if we cd to policies managed, we'll note that in here we have a managed policy. And if I open this up, you can see that we have an entry under extension install force list. And the specifics of this entry I will post in my reply as well. And we also have some other settings that we don't really want students to access to. For example, we've disabled incognito, and we don't have guest mode enabled, etc., etc. So that's our policy file. We've ascertained that we indeed have a policy file. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open up Chromium. And as you note right now, our extension is not yet installed. But if we navigate to Chrome policy, we can see that indeed it is under the force list here. And we just have to wait a little bit until it installs. So now you see we have this extension active. I can click on it, I can refresh policy, switch user, enter support command, etc., etc. So there's all these things that I can do. And you'll note that the policy is active because if we attempt to go to some place like YouTube, right, we have to sign into our school account to continue browsing. So now the issue is that if we go back to our terminal and we go to the Chromium extension directory for the current user, which is in Chromium default extensions. Okay, we can see in here we have a folder that corresponds to our FEAH FFPJ. Right, we have a folder that contains all of the files for this extension. Now here what we can do is we can just RM or remove this entire folder. And now our folder is gone. And what we're going to do is we're going to restart this browser. So we're going to close up Chromium. I'm going to open it again. And here now, if I attempt to go to youtube.com, I no longer have that login page. Yeah, I'm actually free to do whatever I want here. You'll see that in the extension itself, it says your file was not found. It may have been moved or deleted. Error, file not found. But if I go to Chrome extensions, you can note that essentially Chrome thinks the extension is still installed. It even has a version number for the extension in question. So I can sit here on this page for 10-15 minutes, nothing changes. I can even at this point log in and out of the user. I'm going to log out. I'm going to log back in. So just take a minute. And even when I log back in, we note that the extension does not try to reinstall. Effectively, the student has removed the extension completely, even though it says that the extension is installed. And obviously this is a problem because we're trying to limit student access to websites that they shouldn't be accessing, such as pornography or other inappropriate things. And yet it's very easy to just disable this extension with a little bit of terminal knowledge here. So if you could address this issue, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much.